Hey guys, welcome back to Vampyr. So, let's see, I think when we left off we need to find still a dude to talk to find out more information about this suspicious dude that's helping Nurse Dorothy Crane. She seems to be like doing, helping sick people in this neighborhood, which is apparently a poor part of town, Whitechapel. But, nope. Why do I always go to that guy? Oh yeah. Okay. He doesn't like come outside that area. So, what was I saying? We need to find a certain dude, a poet, I think he was. Let's try maybe going around the preacher. Who's this? Did I talk to you yet?
Don't be shy, handsome.
Nope.
What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Okay. At least she's
Do you know
agreeing to
Nurse
talk to us.
Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Yep.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Why bring it up then? Was that what I did? Okay. My life.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Wow, you don't like much.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Deep.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, so that was... Oh. See, I need to go... I tried to go around this way. Ah, shit, leave that preacher's...
I'm sheep.
Small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. And it's like the same coupon. Oh, that must be her.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Okay, that's probably the quickest conversation I've had so far in this game. Oh, Darius Petrescu's letter. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am, as ever, your loving father, Darius.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Alright, at least I'm finding something useful. What's this place? Quarantine. Keep out. Yeah, I guess I do. Can't go in there. Why? That way? Where am I at right now on the map anyway? Here. Okay, and I'm just going around. Let's take the long way around, I guess. Anything up here?
Well, there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Nope. Oh. Damn you, tree. No, I don't need to be up there. Alright, let's see. Try to find this Y here if I can.
Well, there is no protection against malevolence and
That's the
trickery.
reporter. I already talked to him.
You are blinded by your
You know, I guess I haven't talked to the... I didn't really give the
imprisoned by your daily
creature a
routine.
chance because it was...
Unable to see.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
See, he
So,
pauses a long time
Are
between
you still
sentences.
lost in
Come
your
on.
rational delusions?
Come on, hurry up, dude.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Wow, he's strongly opinionated.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Oh, wow. What a douche.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
It's probably who we're after.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Holy Crusade, new investigation. Right.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher, a small-time Torquemada, the Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
This
All
again.
scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And
Quite a
Oh,
judgment.
yeah, I
you
can
are-
skip. Good.
I am. But the answers I seek are...
Did I unlock something? No. Alright.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
He's knocking. You want to go in the church?
soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now.
Alright, so I think I have to go this way. Get through here? No. Jump. Alright, if I must. Ah, shit. Oh, you tried to do this grab. Oh. Ah, wrong button. Alright, definitely helps having more stamina. Watery rich blood sample. Shillings, okay. There's more. Anything? Huh. Oh, can I open this? Nope. Anywhere to jump up? Yeah, good. Let's see. Used hatchet. Machete, hatchet 65. 10 and 25 stamina, 15 and 20. Okay. Let's see. Where to? Oh, there's the dude down there. Not the guy under me. Bastard. Let's see, don't I have like a stake I can use? Let's do this. Let's see, instead of that, let me see if I can stun, then I can fight him instead. And then am I on? I think I had my gun. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, just did that to you. Jeez, a little late on the dodge. Jeez. Oh, oh no, now this guy's jumping. Where did he even come from? I swear, that's 3 times in a row that I pushed it, and that's like too late, I guess. I don't know. Fuck, it's not dodging for. 4. Oh man, did you see my attack? I was doing something. There we go. Took a little while longer than it should have. Got it. So why is that way? Oh, there you are. I mean, it seems to me like I'm getting further away from my target by going this way, though. Just a bunch of dead ends. Not sure why I can't, like, jump as often as I should be able to jump up on things more. Just kind of arbitrarily limiting where I can go on the map. Alright, so let's see, I can go down this way. Richard Nethercroft. I just don't see a way, like, around that side of the church. Oh, he's back? They do this thing where they just, like, it's almost like a 360-degree attack. Just anywhere near them, you get hit. Can I jump up there? No? I mean, I got up here somehow. So why is this all dead end now? I guess it was through here. How am I looking on the map? Let's see. Try to go to my left, but I can't. Nothing up there. Now I'm facing the other direction. Like, no, I need to go this way.
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other?
Joe.
You again? What do you want this time?
Nothing.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Kind of meant to talk to the other guy.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes. Those bloody immigrants should know their place, eh? How dare they do a better job than the lazy natives of this land?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I just want to get to the Y. God damn it. And I'm going further away from the Y again. It's like I have to get in that church, but fuck, the door doesn't open. Let me go check it.
The walls of your home will not protect you, for there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
I mean, this is the building, right? Yeah, it's the building it's in. Can't do anything with the door. Why he was knocking on it.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Anything in helping me get into the church?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
So,
Farewell.
well, nice. Doesn't help us get into the church. Here we go. Side gate, of course. Oh wow, 2 more automatically. He landed. Thought he was too far away to land that. God damn. Stuck in the bushes. Why do I have a different guy targeted now? Jesus. Looks like maybe when they're 2 levels above, you can't. They don't stagger very much. You hit them. Makes it a little more difficult. All right, so let's headed this way to get around and finally find the hair gun. Oh, does it say, how the hell did you get way back here?
Morbidity can breathe it up.
It's just all fine.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
All right, good.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Yeah, he must be new here.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
True that. Did I do that one? No.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you, for a start, my dear doctor.
I understand your need for solitude. but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
All right.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
All right. Very well. There we go. Back to, well, the main part of town. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this one up here, and then we'll get talking to Darius in the next chapter. I guess probably make our way inside his house. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.